Greetings to all of you. On this very evening of the World Humanitarian Day, precisely August the 19th of the current Gregorian year, 2024. Before I proceed any further, I crave leave to thank all those who render their services in order to enhance and promote humanity as a whole, who risk their lives and all their livelihood in order to ensure that others are helped, even saved many a times. At this very stage, I crave leave to thank especially my honourable fellows, my learned colleagues, my beloved and highly appreciated co-workers at the International Humanitarian Noble University Academy, currently based at Matera in Italy. They have been rendering very laudable services which ought to be appreciated by any and every reasonable person, because they have been serving for the good cause of humankind as a whole. Their work, to the best of my belief, comprehension, knowledge and understanding, have been playing a significant role in promotion of humanity. I remain grateful to them, but especially to my Creator, God the Almighty, for electing me as the honorary president of their laudable and remarkable organization, which used to be called also the International Humanitarian Noble Academy. This is also Memorial Day for me, because on this day of the Gregorian year 2011, in the year 2011, precisely on August the 19th, my beloved father breathed his last. This was a Friday. Notwithstanding, such a memory becomes almost negligible when I witness what is going on today in the world. Scores of people are dying, thousands and tens of thousands as days go by, perhaps every single day. Since October the 7th of the preceding year 2023, more than 40,000 people died alone in the Middle East. Shortly before that, a little earlier, Some 50,000 people died in the earthquakes occurring in Turkey and in Syria. Let alone the scores of people are dying of famine, hunger, and violence of various kinds and types. Whether this be in Sudan, in other parts of Africa, in other parts of Asia, and most certainly in Eastern Europe. World Humanitarian Day is supposed to remind us of the services rendered by our fellow global citizens throughout the world. Aid workers, especially those who work benevolently, with sound intention, in order to serve their fellow global citizens wherever the need be in the world, are not really political figures. They have sound intention based upon humanity and neighbor-loving principles. They ought not to be killed, as it happened from time to time. Listening to the BBC news broadcasting, I came to know that some 300 people died in the recent past. The people who belong to those groups of people rendering or endeavoring or attempting to render humanitarian aid to the desperately needy in the world. We need to support them, do our utmost, our very best, to protect them and not to expose them to any type of peril. They are too frequently confronted with dangerous situations when trying to help others affected by calamities and violence of various types, including wars. We must come forward to help them to the best of our ability. We may not have sufficient resources to come forward and help them lavishly, yet encouraging them, standing beside them, speaking a few friendly words to them can make a great difference. They need our encouragement, not our condemnation. They sacrifice themselves, their personal interests, too frequently being away from their homes and houses, their beloved family members, and their dear ones. They render help to the needy, working tirelessly, not merely for hours, but too long a day, sometimes up to 18 hours a day or even longer, sometimes being deprived of sleep, food, shelter, not merely for hours but for days. Yet they render this humanitarian service, or services in plural, to those who are worse off than they are. It is our duty, moral ones if not legal ones, to come forward and help them. to stand with them, beside them, behind them, and if necessary, in front of them, to protect them. If we claim to be human beings, we are called upon to show humanity. If we believe that we are worthy human beings, then we must make ourselves worthy of such claims by enhancing humanity, by rendering our personal services in protection of those who come forward selflessly, benevolently, bravely, in order to help others. I thank you in anticipation for your kind understanding, for your forbearance, and for your help. I crave leave to bid all of you the protection of the same Almighty who created all of us, even the aid workers throughout the world, and those whom they try to help. Bidding you a solemn evening from my country, and a solemn moment wherever you may be. I remain most humbly at your service, even in service of humanity, in call of the humanitarian tasks which we are supposed to fulfill while being on this earth. Once again, thank you. God bless.